What's up, everybody? We are going thrifting today, but first we gotta stop at Merchant Square, the antique mall where we resell stuff. We're gonna drop off some thrifted stuff that we've priced for resale here. Hannah has her lucky hat on.
I do. I love this hat.
You think this Smokey the Bear shirt might be a little extra luck?
I hope so. It's a great shirt.
I don't know why we're superstitious all of a sudden, but I guess we are. So stick around and see what we find. Things are going pretty well at this booth. This whole bottom row is full of media that is now gone. So a lot of VHS and DVDs are working out here. So I have been, you might have noticed, you might not have noticed, been stepping up our DVD VHS purchasing just a little bit in the last little while. But we just put in another buzz. I sell no less than 2 or 3 of these guys a week. Luckily, I've been finding a lot of them, so that's been going well. And we're getting to this point again with our Thomas the Tank, which is one of our biggest sellers. Thomas the Tank pays the Brent a lot around here. I'm running out of the name brand stuff and getting down to just kind of the generic stuff. So I definitely need to come refill this tub. This tub right here was full of Thomas the Tank branded and generic trains. And I didn't really notice until now that both of these are getting empty. So we gotta get that restocked. And the hilarious part about this, I wish I had it here right now to show you. I have an IKEA bag like this full of nothing but trains, right? Also, we're finally restocking on Pokemon cards. Here, let me get the basket for you. Just toss them in there and take that Skylander out. It's not a lot of Pokemon cards. It's not as many as I wish it was, because honestly, those will probably be gone over this weekend. I mean, they'll definitely be gone over this weekend. They could be gone today. They sell about that quick. We have no shortage of Pokemon cards whatsoever. It's just we're also Pokemon card collectors. It's one of our favorite things to do together. Organize our Pokemon cards, put them in binders and stuff, and we take all our doubles and we sell them here. We just have millions to sort right now. So we've actually been taking some time off from regular duties and doing sorting duty. Right, Hannah? Sorting duties?
Yes.
And finally got a few more Pokemon cards in here, so that'll be a nice little bump in sales this weekend. But we've got more to put in here for next weekend as soon as we get them in little baggies and get them priced. Not too bad on Nerf guns on the ground today. Sometimes it's worse, but we're pretty well, I was gonna say we're pretty well stocked on Nerf guns here. That's not really true. It should be better than this. I need to put pegboard further down the wall. It's kind of one of those projects like finishing out the top of that with Minecraft candles. It's things I haven't gotten around to yet, but I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do that soon. We're gonna do a whole episode in the next couple weeks where we do nothing but work on this booth. Nothing but. We just rearrange it, rebuild it. But we're good. Antique mall stuff is going well. I'm happy. You feel good?
Feel good about it.
All right, let's move on. She left me hanging. I wanted a high five.
Oh, sorry.
We're coming up on our 1-year anniversary at this antique mall, and I'm just now realizing, just today, that I can park my giant vehicles right outside the door on the street. Not have to worry about navigating scary parking lots. Took me a while, but I got there. Also, we got sodas on the way out. Cheers. Here's to a good day of thrifting. I guess you're supposed to do that before the cheers. To a good day of thrifting. All right. Party on. All right, Desert Industries. Here we come. Oh, hey, you ready for some Desert Industries? We haven't been here in, I don't know, it's been about a week.
Yeah, give or take.
Let's go buy some toys.
Let's do it.
I'm hoping for some Pokemon cards in the lockbox.
You never know.
I found something, I just hope it's cheap. I just hope it's cheap. $4. I'll take it. No way. Panda's gonna be so mad. There's 2 breath stalls just sitting right here.
Okay, I'm gonna start at the toy aisle because this is a rarity. I'm actually in the toy aisle by myself. That never happens. But I'm gonna look through all these dolls here and see if I can find any Bratz dolls because, you know, that's what I want. Okay. Definitely not a Bratz doll. She's actually a little creepy, but like, her pants are fire. I want a pair of those. Lots of naked butts, but not the right naked butts. I mean, I'd prefer that I find the right butts, but not naked. You know, I'd rather not find naked Bratz dolls. Let's just be clear. Why am I obsessed with Barbie fashion right now? Like, do I need to take style advice from Mattel? Because that's really cute too. I'd wear this too, oh my gosh. Those look a little bit older, like she looks 90s. I think I had this doll when I was a kid. Somebody must have donated. Stop the presses. Oh, yes! I mean, I have this one already, but there's some clothes I don't have. $2, I'll take her. Excited. Is there another one? Please be another one. Am I getting greedy? Oh, she was my favorite doll when I was a kid. I don't think her batteries will work, but yeah, no. This like spins and lights up. She used to be my nightlight before I went to bed. I would pick her up and go like to the kitchen and get water, and she'd just spin, and I'd have like a little flashlight. It was my favorite thing ever. Okay.
We've got to go find Hannah now. She's looking in the wrong place.
We got one, but we only got one.
Place.
You found more!
You should probably, you found some?
I found one!
Well, keep looking here, make sure there's none here, then you need to come back here, make sure there's not more. They were just sitting on the shelf back there.
Oh my gosh, yes, I will go find some more. Why does he have a mustache?
He's definitely been worked on.
That's a rough look, Cameron. It's bad.
I found him right up in here, so you should probably dig around, just like pick all this up.
All right, let's get to it. Aw, little Ernie. He cute. He's old. A little applause tag. It looks like he may have rescued the only ones back here, which is totally fine. I'm glad he rescued the ones that he did. This is so exciting.
Not a lot of video games, but I don't have that, so. Oh. Burnout, let's go. Throwville, we don't need, but Indio's, that's a maybe.
Just unearth. Come here, little birdish. Oh, it's a dollar. Are you joking? All right, well, I'll take that. That's a $25 sale all day. Sweet.
All right, well, I sell so many of these. Every time I find one, it's $4 or $5 at the thrift store, depending on the condition, and if I have some other pieces to bundle with it, we sell this for quite a bit at our antique malls. So I was really happy about that. but the most happy about Burnout Legends for PSP, because I love collecting PSP games, and I don't have enough racing games on there. But of course, Hannah, having the luckiest week ever, the absolute luckiest week ever.
I mean, you found them.
Well, still, but I mean, you know, I'm excited because they make you happy, but like, you collect those, so obviously you're going home with the win.
I'm excited about this.
Not that I lose any, I'm not, you know, I'm just saying, you're getting everything you want this week.
I got some Corningware for $1.
That's crazy.
She's the only one I don't have. I do have 2 of her and like 6 of him, but
Right.
that's okay. I need all these clothes.
Well, I was gonna say for $2, it's worth the accessories. Hannah's working on some future projects down the road, and we need all the Bratz clothing we can get and stuff, so that's really cool. That was a great find. Well, I think we're gonna roll down the road to Goodwill, but I'm not sure. Stick around and find out where we go next.
There are several pop culture games here. What do you think?
Simpsons Clue we've sold at an antique mall, but these are always so tough because it's like, are all the pieces here? I've been trying to just buy them at the bins and not buy them here unless they're real cheap. Sometimes they are. This is one of the first board games we sold at our antique mall. It's tough.
It is tough.
It's a tough call. So, for a brief second, I was pretty sure that was Digimon. That has a Jurassic Park stamp on it. Is that Agumon or not? His tag's ripped off, so it's hard to tell. I'm pretty sure it is. I have a conundrum.
What's your conundrum?
I can't tell if that little guy's a Digimon or not.
Ooh, that's a good question.
He's right by a Jurassic Park dinosaur and with another dinosaur, but doesn't it look like Agumon?
A little, I guess, but it also looks like a generic T-Rex, so I can't tell. This Goodwill is bananas. There's a bazillion people here, so I keep bouncing from section to section trying to find a place for me to be able to look. I'm moving over to the women's jeans right now because, well, I stand corrected. Someone just walked into the aisle. We're gonna try. If anyone ever says thrifting is easy, they are wrong. Can't get through there.
I figured it out.
What is it?
Do you know why I couldn't tell if it was him?
Why?
Because I collect Digimon and I don't have any Digimon plush because they just don't show up a lot. But Agumon is like the happiest little, he's just this happy little dinosaur.
Yeah.
So I couldn't figure out why he looks so mad because he looks real ticked off, don't he?
He does. He's like in fight mode.
He just got little ears that are supposed to be sticking up. And now he looks happy, doesn't he?
It's true, he does.
That's why I was so confused. I was like, something's not right.
Angry.
Well,
Fight face.
That's the first, that I can recall, first Digimon plush I've ever found.
That's funny. Oh. Well, there's nothing in the jeans section, so this is a bust.
He makes me sad.
Why does he make you sad?
Because he's got sad flaps. Well, listen, guys. We are growing pretty quick on this channel right now, which usually when this happens, it kind of occurs to me that there's gonna be a lot of new people that are watching that are just brought in by the last week's worth of videos. That being said, you may not know this about us because we only show it off once every couple weeks or something, but we have a game room at home where we collect stuff. We predominantly do this thrifting for resale, but there's a small checklist of things that we collect and put on shelves at home, and this is one of my most favorite things to collect. Just like the Bratz dolls you just bought, going home, going on a shelf. So that being said, subscribe before we move on to another thrift store. We'd love to have your subscription. Help us get to 10,000 subs really soon. And then on top of that, stick around to the end of this video. Hannah's gonna talk a little bit about those Bratz dolls she bought.
3, 2, 1.
lost it at the end.
That tongue right out.
So you stuck your tongue out like halfway through? I'm not gonna touch your tongue. We kept like passing people or people passing us, and I just kept almost laughing so I was driving by us.
Honestly, I kept thinking that you weren't doing it, and I'm just sitting here like,
now that would have been funny. All right, last stop of the day. This is a Goodwill we haven't been to in ages. And the last time we were here, lockdown had just lifted, and I remember this because there's a McDonald's across the street, and we drove over there to get ourselves chocolate dipped cones. I dropped my keys. And we said, hey, we went to the drive-thru. This is back when we could still fit through drive-thrus because that van doesn't fit through the drive-thru. But we went through the drive-thru and said, hey, we'll take some chocolate dipped cones. They're like, sorry, because of COVID, we're not doing chocolate dipped cones. And it was really sad. So that's why I remember it. And that was definitely the last time we were here. So it's been months.
The last time we were here, I actually had some good luck in the cup section, and it looks like my luck is continuing. Got a Disney cup. This is one of my favorite Disney cups too. The Buzz Lightyear on it, $1.49. We'll definitely get that. I am completely out at my antique mall booth, and I sell these like hotcakes for $6 a piece. It's a pretty reasonable price for them, and they do really well. So, but they're hard to find. So I'm really happy to find one today.
I love it when the video games are first thing. Run through all these real quick. Don't recall if I have this or not. I think I do, but oh yes, love some demo discs. That's a DVD. I'm gonna have to look at a few of these. Project Gotham. Yeah, I've got most of this. Golden Compass. Yeah, these games are expensive. Well, and that one's gone. The last couple of stops we went to, the games were just a couple bucks. They're all $5 here. Purple stickers are $1 right now, so you might as well load up on those. That's not a game. So yeah, I'll get those just because they're $1. I will call it today a success. We got some stuff to resell. We got some stuff to put on our shelves. I don't really know what else you need out of a thrifting day.
I feel like that's a perfect rounded day.
Perfect. We're done. It's over. I am very happy about finding another one of these. I'm always tempted to keep it because I have one, but it's a special edition all red version. I don't know why they do this in Power Rangers. There's probably some specific narrative reason in the Power Rangers universe that this happens, but they make a lot of special editions of stuff in all red, right? Power Ranger stuff is red, blue, yellow, black, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes they'll make the other Zords in all red. I don't know why they do it. As big as a Power Rangers fan as I am, I never got into it quite that much to know why. But you can look it up. Just go look at a page. Like I follow a Facebook page. And this is honestly the only reason I know this. There's like a buy, sell, trade Power Rangers page on Facebook, and I've only ever been a member of it to just kind of lurk in the shadows and look at really cool, fancy Power Ranger stuff because they sell some nice stuff. Everything shows up in a special red edition. So the version of this I keep is all red. And I would kind of like to keep this and have the regular one too. If I don't keep one eventually, so I have both in my Power Rangers collection, I think I might regret it a little bit. But they're so common right now, and I find one monthly or a couple of months that it doesn't seem like a big deal to take up that much room right now. But watch, one of these days it's going to get hard to get them. And it would be like I've had 30 of those things, and now I can't get one for less than $100. But that was awesome. That was a great way to start the day. What did you get your hands on?
Well, the not so exciting thing, which, I mean, unless you really love this kind of thing, it's a piece of Corningware. I'm always happy to bring one of these home, especially for $1.
That's what's always so crazy about Deseret. I think we were on the road a month ago or so now. We were in Kingman, and which is a couple hours away from here. They had one of these Megazords, but it was like $12, which is a little bit more what you'd expect from like a Goodwill here. And I was like, it's too much to worry about taking up room right now. But $4 at Deseret, $1 Corningware at Deseret.
This would have been at least $9 at Goodwill, if not
at
more.
least, yeah.
Probably closer to 20.
yeah, it's kind of nuts. Well, I'll talk about video games real quick, then you can talk about your Bratz dolls. I didn't realize until that last Goodwill that today was Dollar Day at Goodwill. So every Thursday, right?
Yeah.
It's like kind of senior discount day and Dollar Day. So last week's color that was half off is now $1, and it's usually a good day to go here in town to a bunch of Goodwills and buy a bunch of dollar sports games. You could, if you want to complete collection of some video game, come to Phoenix. Like if you want to collect PS2 games, come to Phoenix on $1 day. Go to every Goodwill in town, and you'll at least get those dollar sports games out of the way, no problem. So I got a couple of those today. Major NBA 06. I was gonna say Major League Baseball. Lol. Zathura. The one I'm most excited about. Burnout Legends for PSP. A demo disc. NHL 11. So, like, that's a great one. I didn't have it in my collection. It looks virtually untouched. And Brink, because it was also $1. So, that's pretty awesome. I used to, on this channel, go out on Thursdays and just go buy 100 $1 games. And honestly, that's how I got my almost 3,000 video game collection built. Started. I started with all the cheap stuff like that. But I say that to say, we are so close to 3,000 video games, so close to 3,000 subs. So I just want to give another reminder, and I'm going to give another one here in a second. Hit that subscribe button, because I would really like to make our 3,000th video game video and 10,000 sub video at the same time, and just make like an hour-long video. It's just doing lots of video game stuff and other stuff, like one big celebration video. But we need you guys to hit that subscribe button before that'll happen. Is this your 3,000th Brat doll?
No. But there are 3,000 Brat dolls probably out there
probably
to get.
To be had.
I don't know if 3,000 is actually true.
We'll have to go find the round number, because it's like Furby. There's like, there's probably 150 Furbies, 200 Furbies or something, but it's enough.
Yeah, I feel like 100's probably accurate.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know,
it's a tangible number, because there's X number of years, X dolls per year, and it turns out to be something. But
then you do get in the rabbit hole like Furby. Like, are you gonna do just the Furbies? Are you gonna do Furby plus McDonald's
merchandise? Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like you got the Brats, you've got the Bratz boys, you've got the little Brats, you've got the big Brats.
Yeah. Well, with Furby's the one thing I'm doing all of it. If it's Furby and I find it thrift, I've come home and put it on my shelf. I can say the same for Digimon too, which I was going to talk a little bit more about in a minute. But let's talk about this, because you were telling me some stuff about these while we were driving. You realized the clothes.
I'm very excited about this, actually, because like I said earlier, I have this is my third one of this Chloe, which is the...
Well, slow down. I want you to finish. But when you say that, you say this Chloe.
Okay, so
what does that mean?
Because
I don't know if everyone understands this.
Because these are both a Chloe,
but they're not from the same line.
Correct. Each year they come out with several different lines, and every single line can have replicating characters. The core four are your Chloe, Yasmin, Jade, and Sasha.
Gotcha.
And each collection will have one of those dolls in it, but they won't ever look the same. Like, they'll have a general look that looks the same. Like, she'll be blonde with blue eyes.
Yeah.
But she'll have a different hairstyle. She'll have a little bit different makeup, and she will definitely have different clothes. And which brings me into my new point. They all come with 2 sets of clothes.
Oh, my head hurts.
So each box.
That's really difficult for you to want to collect them, because, like, where do you draw the line? Have you made these decisions? Are you collecting, like, do you want them in the outfit they were in the box, or either one of the outfits that came with it? Like, what are you trying to do?
The realistic collector in me is saying get at least one doll in one set of clothes that is her original clothes.
Okay.
And be fine with that. Doesn't have to have her purse, doesn't have to have her little keychain that came with it or whatever.
Well, you were telling me from pictures you were looking at on your phone while we were driving that these are some amalgamation of their original clothes.
This is actually this doll's outfit in 2 different forms, except for this shirt. This shirt goes to a different doll. I don't know which doll it is yet, but she originally had this skirt with an orange top. Okay. And this outfit.
So this outfit actually came with this doll.
Belongs to her.
So if you take this outfit off and put it on her, that doll's about right.
She'll be complete. But I also will have you know, 75% of her
Of
left
the other
on her
one.
other outfit.
My head hurts. I mean, it's just collecting. I know a lot of people come to our channel because they just like thrifting, or they just like resell, or they're into reselling. And I say this a lot. One of the comments that we get that I really appreciate: people like to go into their workshop to do their reselling work and leave us on. Mm-hmm. I completely understand that. That's a lot of my relationship with the YouTubers that I like, is a motivational kind of background noise that I give some percentage of my attention to, depending on what I'm working on.
Right.
But I say, let's say, there are also some collectors that watch, and so I know some of you guys are going to know what that's like, to have to kind of make the hard choice about what you want to collect with something. But this is the only thing you actively collect.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's some things that are in our shelves right now that we've accumulated because we live an insane life where we end up with a lot of crazy stuff, so we've thrown some stuff on the shelf. But like, I collect video games and Furbies. Well, I could keep listing things, but like, those are the ones that I've been real serious about.
Right, yeah, which Bratz dolls are the one thing that I've been super serious about lately. I collect, you know, some Pyrex dishes, and I collect some Kingdom Hearts stuff.
Right. Well, you've been saying for a long time too that we need to put more girl toys, or girl-oriented toys, in our antique mall booths, and we just...
Because we put the things we like in right now.
Well, and that's difficult because for me, I didn't grow up playing with any dolls, so I don't have that knowledge. So I don't go to a thrift store and go, that doll would be great for my toy booth.
Yeah.
I could certainly learn, but what I'm getting at, though, is these are going to inevitably provide a pretty good opportunity for us to resell them.
Yeah.
And this has happened for us so many times. Like, I'm getting to the point now where I've got... well, let me start even further back. We've collected video games for so long. We're at 3,000 games, and that just seems to be the roundabout number to have a lot of shovelware per system out of the way.
Right.
So, and then a good little bit of mid-level stuff. So I'm now on a pretty regular basis bringing home $20 video games that I already have, which never happened. I always kept them up until now, 2 years into this channel. So now that I'm so far into it, I'm now reselling way more games than I ever did because I don't have to keep them. Now you are starting to bring home multiple versions of the same doll.
Correct, just to get close, right?
And so now when you double them up, we're getting pretty... I mean, you've got some baskets full now.
I do. Well, it does, going along with the conversation of, you know, where do you draw the line on what you collect? Whenever you have two sets of her clothes, which is something I never thought I would have.
Right. But they show up enough that you have.
So now I have multiple of this girl, and I have both of her outfits. So do I put two of her on the shelf, both dressed in her separate outfits?
That's all you.
It's an interesting thing. I don't love that idea.
Yeah.
I don't love having two of her on there, but I do want to display both outfits. So
It's a tough call. I mean, you've got decisions to make, and honestly, you've got time to do it. You got time, but like, you know, brats are something that you've collected a lot of, and you can almost fill a whole bookcase now, and like my Furbies are the same way. A lot of the things we collect together, we don't like. Our whole life's not revolving around collecting. We're not trying to collect everything all the time. It may seem like it sometimes because we collect some absurd stuff, but like there are other things that we collect, like my Digimon stuff. I try not to collect more than what fits on a little shelf, just so it has representation, if you will, in my game room. So like this little plush I found today was perfect. Like there are large Digimon plush out there that I could look out, but like little Agumon, I've actually like forced his eye. They're not eyelids or ears. They're just like reptile things. Yeah. I forced them to stay open, but like that's perfect for my shelf. But that is important to kind of point out the contrast. Like we have two full crates under our bed of Bratz dolls right now. It's kind of silly.
But it's really fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wonder, do you like, with Digimon stuff, do you like that it's a small form so you can put more on the shelf, or do you also like the big plush? Do you have feelings on that kind of collecting?
I don't know how to answer that. I'm just going to say a blanket I don't know. But at the same time, I will say there has been something about like the smaller plush that we have brought home for whatever reason that I do, when observing myself, notice that it tickles my fancy a little bit more. So like some of that small Pokemon keychain plush, the smaller stuff. Yes, I will say in the overall scope of trying to keep a very tidy game room, and some of you guys might be able to relate to this, I will say I oftentimes will try to put a bigger plush on top of a shelf and just be like, I don't like the way it looks. I don't know if that speaks to whether or not I like it more or not, but once they get so big, like there's some Power Ranger plush that are like this.
Yeah, I remember trying to stuff those on shelves.
Well, and I love them if
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there looking at them. But in the context of our house, yeah, it's awful, and I kind of just want them gone. I don't know if that answers your question.
Well,
but
no, it does, because I know a lot of collectors kind of feel that way, where they only have so much space to
Right.
fill, and when they start to get things that are, you know, they want to display it, but they've run out of room, like trying to find what to cut back on
Yeah.
or how to do
Well,
it, like finding small form things would help.
anyone that collects that way will probably have run into that, and thus far our solution to that has been just that. We've got bookcases full of stuff, and we just limit a shelf to some
Yeah.
things so we don't go overboard. And sometimes we bring something home that doesn't fit, so we get rid of a couple of the other things. But yeah, Bratz dolls, Digimon. I'm gonna have to go in and look this one up. Maybe someone comment below if they remember. I'll probably figure this out by the end of the night, but this definitely seems Happy Meal-ish, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it really does. Or Kids Meal, Burger King. And I would know if the tag hadn't been chewed off by some savage child, but the tag
I
is
think
gone.
some child just like,
I mean, I don't know what happened to it, but if there's another set of these, you better believe I'm going to go look at a picture of them and definitely try to find them while we're out and about, because as you were kind of suggesting, and I kind of pointed out, those would fit on my Digimon shelf really well.
Yeah.
But guys, thanks for watching with us. Thanks for hanging out with it. Definitely comment below and let us know whatever you want to about collecting if you do collect. I like hearing those kinds of things from you guys, and even more so over on our Discord. So there's a link below this video. Go click on it. Come join our Discord, and we've got a whole section tab over there for your collections. And sometimes people think it's just for video games or something. It's not. If you collect China, I don't care what it is. Come show it to us. We'd love to see it. Listen, we resell for a living, and a lot of our content's about that, but a part of that passion and drive for us to make these daily videos is in the midst of finding the stuff to resell that we do. We like finding little goodies for ourselves, because why else do this? But that's it, guys. Do come back tomorrow, because we do post daily videos. Hit that subscribe button before we get out of here. Help us get to that 10,000 subs. We're very, very eager to get there. So if you haven't hit that button already, please do that. Come back tomorrow. We'll see you then. Until then, peace out.